Tyson Fury says Anthony Joshua should retire if he can't beat Andy Ruiz in the rematch. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. Now, Tyson Fury did a brand new interview with IFL. This is what he had to say regarding the Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz, much talked about upset. Tyson Fury says, and I quote, "Joshua, he has to get a couple wins under his belt and convince the public that he's a fighting man again. Go to school, learn what to do again, get a bit of mental coaching, and that's it. Try and make a comeback. If he can't make a comeback, if he can't beat Andy Ruiz Jr., you ain't going to do anything to Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder or any other decent heavyweight in the world either. If he can't beat Ruiz in the rematch, he's done. Finish. Good night. Bye-bye. If he can't beat Ruiz in the rematch, he needs to retire. Simple as. Forget about it. Give it up. He's done well out of it. He's earned a few quid. He's won a world title before and everything else that goes with it. So fair play to him. If I can't beat Tom Schwartz, then I'll retire too. So that will make two bums retired, won't it? Because there will be no point continuing. That's the way I look at it. If I lost to Andy Ruiz, I would retire. And if I lose to Tom Schwartz, I'll retire too. I'll have the rematch first, and if I lose again, I'll 100% retire." Wow. You know, Tyson Fury, you know, he's always been not one to hold back. He just said exactly how he felt regarding the situation. You know, I do think Andy Ruiz, you know, I think he's a good fighter. Some people are making it sound like he lost to a bad fighter. So I don't agree with kind of like the insinuation that he lost to a bum or, you know, anything of that sort. I think Andy Ruiz has just been slept on, you know, and certain guys, like, now they might not be the big names that, like the, you know, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, B-Hop, but they can ruin your night. There's plenty of guys like that where, you know, if you go off their record, like even look at guys like Emmanuel Augustus, Emmanuel Burton. If you're just going off his record, you know, you're like, oh, I could beat this guy. You know, guys like Darnell Boone, he got cracks. So, you know, if you're just going off his record, you're like, oh, okay, he's beatable. But he got crazy power. He got like real life power. So, you know, there's just different guys like that in the sport. And Andy Ruiz it's weird how criminally underrated he was, because he only had one loss, and it was arguably not even a loss to Joseph Parker, but people are acting like, you know, he was getting his ass beaten, knocked out and knocked down. So that's just my 2 cents on it. But I mentioned this, new media, you know, Eagles Army. I told you guys that there's a lot of pressure on Joshua. And from the sounds of things, it sounds like Tyson Fury thinks he should mount a comeback, you know, because this is do or die. Because he says if he should retire if he loses again to the same man, Andy Ruiz, he's about done. That's it. You know, good night, Sally. So I don't really understand how 2 days after such a disastrous fight, I don't understand why Eddie Hearn would put him in there with the same person. Well, I do and I don't. I don't from a humility, you know, a human standpoint. If you really care and Joshua's your guy, it's just too much riding on it, you know, instead of like getting him better and you know, deciding if this team works or if he needs to switch teams and then getting a crack at it at some other point. But in the world of business, in the world of power, that's why I think Eddie Hearn is just like, I got to get those belts back. You know, I made a huge blunder in allowing a Al Heyman guy to come in 5 weeks and then pull the upset and upset the apple cart. So now I got to get those belts back. I got to get them, you know, because a huge part of how Joshua was built under the foundation of, you know, belts and, you know, being the model heavyweight, you know, oh, he does everything. You know, he's a nice guy and he's in shape and looks the part, and he has 4 belts in his 20th fight. They built his whole image on like belts and when he turned pro and when he challenged for a title in his 15th fight, and they almost babied Joshua. So now that they lost that, it's like they're in shambles. So I feel what Tyson Fury is saying. I don't think Joshua would have to necessarily retire. I wouldn't take it that far, but figuratively, I understand what he's saying. He would be done at considered the elite level. Like, why would Deontay Wilder? I know styles make fight, but why would Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder lose? If he loses, that's like some David Price shit. People were saying David Price was next up, and then he lost to Tony Thompson and got upset again. So, I think he'd be done at as far as he might already be done, but, we have to wait and see. I think he'd be done at the elite level of what he was built at and built up as before the first loss. Let me know what you guys think. Is Tyson Fury being too harsh, or is he dab smack dead on the money with his comments? He obviously has to get past Tom Schwartz. There's a lot riding on that, a future Wilder fight and some tune-up fights. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. We working.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.